got a shotgun, a rifle, and a four-wheel drive, and a country boy can survive. Country folks can survive. I can plow a field all day long. I can catch catfish from dusk till dawn. Make our own whiskey and our own smoke too. Ain't too many things these old boys can't do. We grow good old tomatoes and homemade wine and...
Hello and welcome back again to Montana John's Outdoor Adventures. Well, today I'm going to do a little cooking here for you guys and show you a really good omelet to make. It's delicious. And I'm going to go out and go with my buddy checking his coyote lines, and we're going to see if he caught any coyotes today. So before I go, I want to make a nice breakfast. So remember, Montana John's, for all of you that are new here, Montana John's is I take people shooting guns. That's what I do. I supply everything. The guns, transportation, everything you need. It's all hands-on, so it's really cool. But today I'm going to show you, I'm going to live to 100 years old. I exercise 5 days a week. I run my elliptical 30 minutes a day. I do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I do upper body and legs. I do on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So my dad, he's 82 years old and he's still serving his country today. So anyway, I'm making a really good, delicious omelet today. And the omelet that I'm making consists of whatever I felt like grabbing out of the refrigerator. But I always have tons of vegetables. So look at this. We got some mushrooms, some carrots. Carrots are good. Got some pepperoni, mushrooms, onions, broccoli, celery, carrots, and sometimes I'll put bok choy in here, and I'll put, bok choy is really good in this. And whatever you have, squash, zucchini. And I'm going to fry this in the frying pan here. And what I do is I put this on high. So I'm going to put it on high. And the reason I put it on high is to get that pan cranked up pretty fast. The heat. Remember, if you take a Montana John's Outdoor Adventures, you get a cool picture like, you get a cool t-shirt like this. So I'm going to sprinkle a little salt on this, just a little bit. And like I said, I'll crank this up. Got a little olive oil on my finger right there and got it on the cabinet. So I'll crank this up and I'll cook this down. This looks like a lot of food, and it is, but it'll cook down because the vegetables always cook down. So we got, like I said, pepperoni, mushrooms, onions, broccoli, carrots. You guys want to hear a funny story about carrots? So what happens if you eat carrots? They say it makes your eyesight better, right? Well, that's false. Do you know why it was the carrots came out to make your eyes better? Well, what happened during World War II, we were shooting the German planes down with ease at nighttime. So at nighttime, we were shooting the German planes down. And what happened, the Americans broadcast over the news that we were feeding our soldiers carrots. And they said that because they're eating all these carrots, that their eyesight is really good at night. So the Germans started feeding their military men, their pilots, their fighter pilots, carrots. I'm going to lower this now. So they're eating carrots like crazy, but it's not helping them see our planes at night, and we keep shooting their planes down. What happened, we invented radar. We were the first ones to invent radar, so we could see all of the planes where they were. So our fighter pilots had radar in their planes, and the Germans didn't. We had the technology above them. So, but to keep them so they weren't suspicious on how we were doing it, they lied and said that we're using radar. We're eating carrots. We're feeding all of our men carrots. I think it's pretty funny. All right, so I got eggs. I'm going to put eggs in here. So we take the eggs. I have 6 eggs. This is going to be a big omelet because it's for my girlfriend and I. So 6 eggs. And if you eat this every day, I'm telling you, you can eat what I'm cooking here every single day and you'll gain 0 weight. This is like, but if as soon as you add potatoes or bread or toast, you're done. But if you want to, I like to lean down because this time of year, because I'm going to be taking people on hikes and adventures and stuff, so I'm going to be able to keep up with my clients. I'm going to be 54 years old, so I take cilantro. I love cilantro. Here's cilantro and some leftover meatloaf. See that? So I cut up some meatloaf. So cilantro and meatloaf. I'm going to put some cilantro in here. I think I'm going to have to go over here. So I'm going to put some cilantro in here. And then I'm going to mix the cilantro in with the eggs. Oh my God. If you like cilantro, either you like it or you hate it. There's no in between. And then I have spinach right here, spinach. So I'm going to take a handful of spinach. It's a good healthy handful of spinach. Now remember, spinach has a lot of water in it and it'll cook down. Look at the dog over here. She's getting ready to eat. She wants to have some of this. So now I'm coating the spinach and the cilantro all together. So I'm going to have a nice breakfast to be walking out when I go out in the Rocky Mountains of Montana today. Look at that, huh? That's all coated. So we're going to cook all this down. After this gets cooked down, I'll put the eggs on top. And I'll tell you what, you know Montana John's about gun safety and guns. Well, I like carrying the 365 SIG. This here, it's called the 365 SIG. So, and it draws out nice, I like it. Does anybody know why they call this a 365? Well, they call this the P365 because there's 365 days in the average year, so it's your everyday carry. So, this gun is the bomb. If you don't have a 365 SIG, I highly recommend you getting one. So, this is cooking down the carrots and the mushrooms and onions and celery and the pepperoni. Look at that, huh? Does that look nice or what, huh? That's gonna be some good breakfast here with the eggs on top. Here in Montana, there's no age limit to carry a gun. Anybody can carry a gun at any age. So, that's why I love Montana. A 4-year-old baby, a kid could walk down the street with a loaded gun on his side, and you see how much Montana's in the news with people shooting, all these mass shootings. Never. That's because there's a couple hundred people that are there to take somebody out with a gun. That's the beauty of living here. If anybody wants to take an adventure, you can check out my website. I have a link to every one of my website on every one of my videos. So all my videos have a link in them to my website, and you can book an adventure and you can find out how to get a hold of me. Like I said, I supply all the guns, the transportation. I have group rates. Please subscribe. Please like, and please click that bell for notifications. All right, we're going to let this simmer down. I put a little olive oil in there, you saw, and a little shot of salt. I'll tell you, my dad, he's a cool guy, man. He's 82. He'll be 83 this year, and he's my big hero because he inspires me to stay in shape. And that guy hikes 4 miles to 6 miles every other day, going all over the place, still serving his country. He was in the military, and he's still serving his country to this day, going to the VFW. So, this is going to be one heck of a breakfast, I'm telling you. Oh, I got to put the meatloaf in here too. So I'll put the meatloaf in with the eggs. There we go. And I'll get all that coated like that. There we go. Now we're going to let this cook down. We're going to let that cook down for a few minutes. And then we're going to put the eggs on top. Okay, all this is cooking down. And you know, I hope by eating this good, healthy food all the time, and I do eat chips from time to time and junk food from time to time. I eat pretty much whatever I want, but I like eating really good, healthy meals. I kind of cut a lot of bread out and pastas out, even though my great-grandparents came from Italy. But that's what it looks like, and now we're going to go ahead and, put the eggs into it. Okay, so remember this mixture, the cilantro, the spinach, and I had some leftover meatloaf. We're going to put it right in. Ooh, look at that, huh? That's looking good. This is looking good. You know, I look at it like this. A lot of people buy like chips and Doritos. I love the Cool Ranch Doritos. But, you know, I buy, for 2 bags of Doritos, I can buy a whole fridge full or whole 2 drawerfuls of vegetables. And cook them for several days, like 4 or 5 days. And have all these vegetables to cook and eat. And because I want to live to 100 years old. That's my goal, to be 100. And my dad, he's 82. He'll be 83 this year, like I said. And that guy's an animal. He moved to Florida, and he's always hiking all those trails down there. And when he comes out here, we had him back like almost, 2.5, 3 miles out in the middle of nowhere shooting gophers. And I'm like, Dad, we better get you walking back to the truck. He's like, I'm fine. So we did like almost a 5-mile round trip. He's carrying his gun with him. And you can see pictures of him in the video of my life, where I put my Montana life. So he's in there, and it says it has my son and him in one of the pictures. It's a really cool picture. This is going to be a really good breakfast. Man, look at this. Does that look good or what? Look at that breakfast. You can eat this every single day and gain 0 weight. Because there's no carbs in it. Like once you add bread or potatoes like that, you're in trouble. But if you cook up meats with the eggs and the vegetables, all those proteins, you'll keep your body healthy and you will not, you'll stay lean. I'm getting lean for the, taking people out on all these adventures coming up here. Because I'm going to be taking people out shooting guns and on hikes. And you always want to put the spinach in last like I did, like mix it in with your eggs, because the spinach is going to shrink down. See how all this is shrinking down? This whole pan was full before. And the vegetables will cook down, so I do a lot of vegetables. And we will eat this whole thing. And if you don't eat it all, it's good for breakfast tomorrow or a snack in the afternoon. Just you can throw it in the microwave for like 20 seconds, give it a little heat, and be good to go. This is going to be a delicious, delicious dinner or breakfast. Actually, it's almost 11:30, so lunch. I'm not a big breakfast eater, but I'll make this for my lunch. My girlfriend, before she goes to work, she'll be eating really good too. She'll have a nice hearty breakfast. It's not fattening. And man, is this good with salsa on top. Look at this coming together here. Look at that. That's a heck of an omelet. That is a good breakfast. Or lunch. Or dinner. You can make it for any meal you want. Okay, this is all finished being cooked. Look how delicious this looks. The dog will even eat some of this. I'll give her a little bit. So I'm going to put this on our plates. My girlfriend wants some. Introduce a little bit of this. I'll eat that piece. Give her a little bit of egg. Gotta cut up the dogs. The dog likes this. Oop. Gotta cut up a piece of meatloaf for her. She's a little dog. She knows she's gonna get this. Okay, so this is what it looks like when it's done. Now, if that doesn't fill you up till dinner time, I don't know what will, because this is very good. And if you eat like this every day, hopefully you'll live to 100 years old. I encourage everybody to walk around their neighborhood, like walk down the road and back after you eat, go for a little walk, or before, either one. But after you're done eating, don't be lazy. Get up and go for a walk or a hike, just a little one. If it's too cold out, walk around Walmart or something, I don't know. But that's what I do. I go for a walk around the block. Actually, in the summertime, we ride our bikes. But now I ride my elliptical every day for a half hour. This will get burned off. This will get burned off. Zero fat. I hope everybody lives to 100 years old that watches this, because that is a delicious meal. I want to thank you for watching so much. I mean, thank you so much. Thank you to all the men and women who serve our country. Thank you for the ultimate sacrifice. And I want to thank everyone for making this channel grow and be a great channel. I mean, thank you so much to everyone. Remember, subscribe, like, click the bell for notifications. Thank you for watching, and God bless America, everybody. Thank you again.
To